Yeah, hi everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Jai, the host for today's live broadcast. So this is a Tesla car. I'm not too sure whether you can tell from this picture. So Tesla focuses on creating electric cars and making electric vehicle powertrain systems and components. As of today, Elon Musk, the face and CEO of Tesla, is the richest man in the world. His wealth skyrocketed after Tesla's value spiked over $1 trillion, becoming the most valuable automaker in the world. But today we are not going to talk about Dogecoin, Bitcoin, Ether, or any of his favorite cryptocurrencies. We are not going to discuss how his son's name is pronounced or anything that he tweets. We will explore how Tesla defines a new era for the global auto industry under his leadership, with a focus on how Tesla protects the technical edges of its electric vehicles with patents. Our IP at Case Study series starts today with Tesla. Mr. Lok Chun Hong, the presenter for this brand new webinar series, will bring you the success story behind 6 globally innovative companies with the smart use of patents. The next case study webinar will fall on the 26th of May from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Singapore and Malaysia time. And the topic will be about Meta, the company of Facebook. So just a little explanation of our standard house rules. We do welcome and encourage questions. So if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comment box. We will try to answer as many questions as possible during the Q&A session, which will be after the presentation. Since this is a very interesting topic to learn the patent strategy, the IP strategy adopted by such a successful, innovative company. So even if you do not intend to buy Tesla cars or invest on EVs, please help share this live broadcast to promote patent awareness to your colleagues, business partners, family, and friends. Yep, so we have quite a number of audiences here in our broadcast. Oh, hi. Hi, everyone. So would you mind introducing yourself? Let us know who you are and where you are from by typing in the comment box. Yeah, please introduce yourself. And we are also very curious to know why you are interested in today's topic. Why did you sign up for this webinar? So I was told that a lot of people, a lot of companies actually sign up for this webinar. I believe it's because Tesla appeals to a lot of people here. So if you are a fan of Tesla cars, yeah, if you are a fan of Tesla cars, show your love to Tesla by choosing one. Please type one in the comment box. Or if you are interested in sustainable energies and interested in electric vehicles because it's a trending technology, please type two. Or you may choose three if you are simply an avid follower of Elon Musk. You are his fan. Please type three in the comment box. It would be great if you are attending today's webinar because you want to know more about Tesla's IP strategy and apply it to your business. Please choose four. So we have quite a few responses from our audience. Yeah, yeah. Hi, Si Chun Hua from CCAM. Hi. We have Zuriana from USM too. Uh, So Jong Han Seung chose four. So he's interested to learn Tesla's IP strategy. So we have Mr. John Foster too from Singapore. So he's interested in EV patents and also the procedures. So Zuriana chose 4 too. John selected 2 because he's interested in EVs. Uh, yeah, uh, Mr. C Chunhua chose. Oh, so he picked all 4. He's also a fan of Elon Musk. Oh, Dr. Lee from Mimos picked 2 and 4. So he wants to learn more about EV and how Tesla, as uh, one of the leading EV manufacturers, what IP strategies that Tesla's adopting. So Leon chose 4 as well. Shiva also picked 4. Manoj picked 4. So Leon is a consultant. Ahmad also picked 4. So we have only Mr. C who chose number 1 because he loves Tesla cars. All right. So thank you for your responses. Oh, Wahid is also a great fan of Elon. It's interesting to know. All right. So before we start, let me introduce our speaker today. He's Mr. Lock Chun Hong, the founding partner and also the managing director of Pintas IP Group. So he has been very active in handling IP rights protection and also monetization for the past 20 years in the ASEAN region. Right. So without further much ado, let's welcome Mr. Lok.
Yeah, thank you, Jai, for the introduction. Jai, can you see my slide?
Yep, we can see it.
Okay. A very good afternoon to everyone. Thank you very much for attending our webinar today. So we are going to kickstart our IP case study series in 2022 with Tesla. Today, we would like to, explore how Tesla lead the EV industry, the electric car industry, with intellectual properties. This is a bit about myself. I'm a patent lawyer, has been actively in practice for the past 20 years. I'm qualified for both Singapore, Malaysia. We've been doing work in the region, in the Southeast Asian region, under Pintas IP Group. So you can learn more about us by following our Facebook. Okay, and I would like to start today's seminar with a very basic introduction to intellectual property rights before going into the Tesla case studies. I believe many of you are familiar with IPs, but for the those who are not familiar, a bit of introduction might help. So when we talk about IPs, usually we refer to a set of exclusionary rights given by the government to the creator of new ideas, right? So there are a few types of IP that I think every company should know. First, patent. Uh, we protect patents. We protect new inventions with patents, right? Today, we are going to look at many of Tesla patent that protects Tesla invention. And we also have copyright that protects the content, the creative expression of your idea. When you want to promote your products or services, you probably would come up with videos, we come up with a lot of write up, a lot of packaging design, the content of your design, they are all protected by copyright. And we will be looking also at trademark. The purpose of trademark is to protect your brand and your goodwill. So Tesla is one of the best known brand in the world today. We are going to look at how Tesla protect its trademark. And we also have another category of IP called registered design or industrial design. The purpose of industrial design is to protect the exterior appearances of your products, of your goods and products. Today, there will be some case studies on Tesla industrial design also. Last but not the least, the trade secret. I believe every company would have a lot of valuable proprietary trade secret that you would like to keep them from the public because it gives you competitive advantage. So trade secret is another form of IP. So all these IP intellectual properties, they are intangible assets. They are assets that is recognized under the law, and you can put a monetary value to it. You can license your IP. You can also sell your IP for a value. But the most important characteristic of IP is when you have a good idea, you have an innovative idea, and you register them as intellectual property, then you have a monopoly over your idea. Intellectual property is a legal monopolistic right given to the creator of ideas, right? So the right comes from the government of the land. So if you want to own an idea in a country, then you have to go to the sovereign authority of the country to register the idea. So if you want your idea to be protected in multiple countries, then you have to register in multiple jurisdiction. Intellectual property is basically a jurisdictional right. You cannot go beyond. There's no international rights. You have to go to individual country for the individual protection. Last but not the least, all IP has a lifespan, right? You cannot own a monopoly over your idea forever. The trade-off is when you share your idea with the world, the government will give you a limited monopoly. So during this monopoly period, you can actually charge a premium over your product and services. And when the IP expire, then the IP will be released to the public domain. So there will be a time of lifespan or duration to your IP. So these are the common characteristics of IP. And the main function of IP is for you to own your idea, to own ideas that give you competitive advantage, right? So I think for a company like Tesla to be competitive, it has to come up with a lot of new functional idea, right? Things that makes them travel faster, travel longer than their competitors. All these functional idea, they can own it by filing patents. So today we are going to look at multiple patents filed by Tesla to preserve its competitive advantage. And Tesla also has some very innovative or creative design. If you look at Tesla product, you will be instantly attracted by the aesthetical design. So all these aesthetical design are protected by industrial design. And Tesla is one of the best known brand in the automotive industry. So the brand, the identification, the goodwill associated with the identification is protected by trademark. So if you do not register or protect all these innovative idea, this creative content, the moment your car is selling well, your idea is doing well, a competitor will come in and copy away your competitive advantage. So in a way, intellectual property serves two basic functions. The first function is for you to create a barrier of entry around your idea. So if you come up with innovative idea, you create a barrier of entry by having the IP. Competitor cannot come in and copy away or chipping away your competitive advantage. The second reason why you have to have an IP is for defensive reason, right? If you don't own it, one is for the offensive reason where you can sue competitor if people were to copy your ideas, and the defensive reason when you own the idea, no one can stop you, right, from using your idea. If your idea is not being protected, then someone else may protect it, and you will have no freedom to operate to use your idea. So that is for the defensive reason. Okay, so let's move into Tesla, right? After this short introduction, I would like to start with my case study on Tesla. Tesla is an automotive company which was founded in 2003. And by 2018, Tesla was already the largest electrical car producer and seller in the world. So today we are going to look at Tesla. What are the key IPs of Tesla? How does Tesla use the IP to create sustainable competitive advantage for the company, and in the process create tremendous value for the shareholders, right? So this is our topic for today. Okay, a little bit of Tesla's background. Tesla was founded way back in 2003 in Silicon Valley. Yeah, it is a very software oriented company. It has its origin in the Silicon Valley. Uh, the company was named after Nikola Tesla, who was also a very successful inventor and scientist during his time. So over the years, Tesla has grown from strength to strength, and it is one of the most successful automotive and energy solution company today. In 2008, Tesla unveiled Roadster. Roadster is the first generation Tesla automotive using cutting edge battery technology and electrical powertrain. And 2015 to 2019, Tesla launched Model X, Model 3, Model Y, and Model E, right? And then it has also unveiled Cybertrucks during these few years. So by 2018, Tesla is already the largest electric car company in the world, selling more than 250,000 units of electric car, uh, controlling more than 12% of the electric car market. And also Tesla vehicle also have driven the most autonomous miles. By April 2020, Tesla car has traveled 3 billion autonomous miles compared to 20 million autonomous mile by Google's Waymo. That's the nearest competitor. So electric car has collected a lot of data, and it is able to do, it has covered a lot of miles using its autonomous vehicles. Okay, so if you want to analyze Tesla competitive strategy, I think we have to first refer back to a, 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 theoretical frame set up by Michael Porter. Michael Porter is the world's most famous and illustrious strategy guru. And according to Michael Porter's strategy model, for a company to excel, for a company to gain sustainable competitive advantage, there are three options open to the company, right? First is you can try to achieve cost leadership by selling your product at a very competitive price with no frills offering, right? That's one way. Or the second way is you have to differentiate. You have to create a lot of differentiation. You have to create a uniquely desirable products or services. And thirdly, you have to focus on a specialized and a niche market, right? These are the three strategies. For a company to do well, you can take any of these three options. And it is the worst thing for a company is to stuck in the middle where you are offering everything to everyone, then the company will not be able to move. So applying this strategic framework proposed by Michael Porter, let's see how Tesla managed to be competitive and how Tesla protect its competitive advantage using the intellectual property rights. So that's the main thrust of my presentation today. Okay, so let's look at the Tesla strategic competitive strategy. Okay, just now when we refer to Michael Porter's framework, we know that focus is very important. So in Tesla case, Tesla is focusing on a large untapped market. uh, uh, Tesla is focusing on a wealthy consumer who are environmentally conscious, and they are interested to use electrical car to solve some of the environmental issue, but at the same time they are willing to pay more because they don't want to sacrifice the comfort, the performance, and the design. They are willing to pay more, but you have to ensure that it's environmentally friendly, but it's comfortable and it has high performance. So this is the focus point of Tesla's uh, uh, car. And Tesla is also differentiating itself using its brand. Tesla from day one is has invested a lot to build a high-end brand. uh, it has able to generate the brand loyalty because of its dedication to green. Nowadays, environmental concern, due to environmental concern, so the brand is very much associated with keeping the earth green, and also a high quality vehicle with personalized customer service. So it is creating a brand differentiation, a high-end brand focusing on green and also high quality performance. Uh, Tesla also differentiate by moving towards software, using software as the differentiator. If you look at Tesla's vehicle, it is more a software product rather than a hardware product, right? It is truly Tesla has its origin in Silicon Valley, and from day one, it is focusing on software. Tesla cars runs on very sophisticated software that updates wirelessly, and it also have self-driving, AI-powered software that learns from the data from its community of driver. And Tesla is using software to deliver user experience, a better user experience to its customer. So if you look at today's trend, a lot of software, smartphone companies, they are also moving into electrical car, because electric car is very much like a bigger version of a mobile phone, right? But it is running on software rather than running on mechanical parts. So Tesla is the first company to actually revolutionize our driving experience using the software differentiator. And of course, Tesla filed many patents on this area, which I'm going to share with you later on. And the last differentiator that we have analyzed is Tesla tries to differentiate based on performance, right? Tesla improve the speed of charging for the battery, increase the driving range of a single charge battery, improve on the pickup rate. All these are technical innovation which was engineered by software Tesla research team, and all these engineering breakthrough, they are all patented by Tesla. So I'm going to share some of the patents with you. So these are the different ways, right? Tesla compete in the market by focusing on the high affluent, high network affluence consumer who are uh, environmentally friendly, using brand differentiation, software differentiation, and performance differentiation to maintain its competitive advantage. And all these differentiation are protected using IP rights. Okay, so this is the strategy canvas of Tesla compared to some of the other electric company. So I'm comparing not to the conventional vehicle, but to electrical companies like Toyota Prius, and also maybe Nissan Leaf. If you compare those electrical company, you can see where's the focus point of Tesla. Tesla is focusing on performance, focusing on driving range, focusing on brand, focusing on stylish design, focusing on charging. All these uh, competitive advantage, all these sources of competitive advantage are protected by different form of IP. Of course, brand is protected by trademark, design is protected by industrial design, and all the technical features like acceleration, driving range, charging time, These are all protected by patent. And of course, Tesla doesn't want to sell cheap. They do not, they are not focusing on the middle or the lower end of the market. They are looking at the higher end of the market. They would like to establish the brand that everyone would want to buy, just like Apple, right? You pay more for Apple, but willingly you are lined up to buy Apple's food. So this is what the strategy of Tesla is. So first, I would like to start with the Tesla trademark case studies. So if you look at the trademark of Tesla, you look at the background of Tesla trademark, uh, actually the Tesla Moto trademark was first registered by someone in US by the name of Brad Seward in 1994. So Tesla, when they wanted to use the brand Tesla, they don't have freedom to operate because the mark has already been registered by a third party. So Tesla was almost called Faraday. Tesla intended to change to Faraday, but Elon Musk, the legendary founder, persisted and eventually persuaded the original owner to sell the Tesla trademark back to Tesla Motor for 75,000 US dollar. It was very cheap, right? The 75, looking at the value of the Tesla brand now. And Tesla, when they register the brand, they also have problem getting the domain name tesla.com, which was also registered by someone else. So Tesla has to buy that domain name for 11 million US dollar, and took more than 10 years, more than a decade to buy over the brand. So the moral of the story is, if you want to start a brand, make sure you own the brand first, right? Before you start promoting the brand. If the brand is already registered by someone, then you have no freedom to operate. So you need to own the brand in the market that you want to found, you use the brand. And also, you might be interested, where is the origin or the genesis of this logo, Tesla logo? So actually, the Tesla logo comes from a cross section of a single electrical motor. You look at cross-sectional view of an electrical motor, and you take a single rotor of that cross-section, then you have the Tesla logo. So this is origin of the Tesla trademark and how Tesla trademark comes to be owned. So if you look at the US trademark registered, you will see that trademark Tesla filed many trademark. Apart from the logo, apart from the word Tesla, it also register a mark like their model name, like Model 3, Model X, Model Y. It has also registered brand for its powering station, mega charger. Tesla also sell energy solution for household use, so that is also trademarked under the brand Powerwall. So Tesla has a multitude of brand, and you might be asking, why are they Tesla appearing so many times, right? So Tesla filed in different classes. So what are the classes that Tesla registered their trademark? They registered a trademark mainly in class 9 for battery and charger and solar panel, class 12 for motor vehicles, and class 37 for charging station. These are their niche classification. When you file trademark, there are 45 classes of goods and services that you need to register in. And for Tesla, they chose these few classes to protect their key interests, right? And trademark is also jurisdictional, right? So you will need to file the trademark in your key market in order to secure freedom to operate. So if you look at the breakdown of the Tesla trademark, you will see that Tesla files the most trademark in China, followed by US, Brazil, Mexico, and countries like, the big countries, big population countries, they file many trademarks. And this is a total trademark owns number of trademark owns by Tesla over the years. It has over 740 trademarks, and filed in different years, right? So these are the trademark. And Tesla also experienced some problems when they try to sell their car in China. So in 2006, there is a Chinese route trader, I would call him a route trader by the name of Zhan Baosen. In Chinese, it's called Zhan Baosen. Okay, he registered Tesla and the Chinese name Tesla in China and managed to register the mark. So when Tesla wanted to enter the China market, it has the problem. It faced a legal suit from this Chan Baosen. Chan Baosen sued Tesla in Chinese court, demanding that Tesla stop all the sales and marketing activities in China and to shut down the showroom and also the charging station, and demanded for 23.9 million yuan in compensation. So because of this suit, right, Tesla cannot enter China legally using the name Tesla. So they have to negotiate and they come up with a settlement. And this trademark was eventually transferred back to Tesla. As to how much, we don't know because this is not published information. So this case study goes to show that, you know, when you want to go out to another market, it is important that you ensure that you own the freedom to operate by owning the trademark. Without the trademark, you can be Apple, you can be Tesla, but you just cannot sell in that country. Okay, so this is the trademark story for Tesla. The next is industrial design case studies. Industrial design, Tesla also jealously protect their industrial design in all the key markets. One example of the industrial design filed by Tesla is the Tesla S model. This S model is one of the very famous car uh, owned by Tesla, and it was registered as a design. If anyone were to copy this design, it will be infringing the industrial design of Tesla. Okay, Tesla also registered their semi-trucks design. So this is one example of a semi-truck design. So when they register this semi-truck, they actually filed partial design. Partial design means you only highlight the key parts that you want to register and you disclaim the parts that you don't want to register using the dotted line. As you can see from this example, when they register the cab with elevated roof, so the solid line represent the part that was registered or owned by Tesla, and you look at the carriage at the back and also the wheel, the tire, and also the side window, they are all in dotted line. So when you found a dotted line, you disclaim it. So you can use another type of tire, another type of side window, or another type of carriage. But if you copy the solid line design, it will be deemed to be an infringement. So this is what we need to learn, right? When we found industrial design, we need to claim the important part, and the non-important part, we should disclaim it by putting it in dotted line. This is called partial design. So when Tesla register design, there's another Cybertruck. They also only protect the side panel. You can see the side panel, which is in solid line. The rest of the car, they disclaim because the carriage is already protected by another design application. And in this design, you only claim the side panel. So anyone who were to copy that side panel in a semi-truck, it will be infringing the Tesla industrial design. So I think everyone who wants to protect design, bear this in mind. Do not claim everything. Claim the essential part, disclaim the non-essential part, so that your protections will go wider, right? So, and there is an interesting case between Nikola Corporation, which is an upstart electric truck maker, versus Tesla, involving industrial design infringement. So Nikola Tesla was a very famous scientist in the early 19th century, right? Early 20th century. And the name has been broken up into two different companies. One is called Nikola and another called Tesla. And Nikola is suing Tesla for design infringement. So I just take up this case because this involved Tesla. So this was a suit started by Nikola in US in 2018, and Nikola sued Tesla for $2 billion for alleged infringement of the design related to Nikola hydrogen fuel trucks. So these are the three designs, as you can see on the screen. First, 944 design patent about the outer profile of the cab. The second, 968 covers the windshield, and the 004 cover the side door. So Nikola also filed partial design to cover the windshield, the cab, and also the door. And when Tesla launched the semi trucks, Nikola say that the semi trucks actually copy the design owned by Nikola. So the overall shape of the cab design, the windshield window, if you do a side-by-side comparison, Nikola alleged that there was an infringement. So Tesla started a countersuit, and among others, Tesla tried to invalidate the Nikola design registration on the ground that this Nikola design is invalid because it is similar to a mark, a design that was already out in the market. So the suit went on for some time, and both parties came together to come up with a settlement, and both parties withdraw suit against one another. So we don't really know whether there's infringement or not. We know that there was a suit, and eventually there was a settlement between the two companies on terms that we don't know. But this is actually a case studies on industrial design against Tesla, not by Tesla. But it goes to show that when you sell some unique design in the market, and if you have an industrial design, it helps you protect your shape and your exterior design. Okay, so next, I think I move into the patent side, and I would like to share some of the patents filed by Tesla with you, and see how Tesla uses its patent portfolio to protect its functional and performance differentiator, right? We talk about some of the functional differentiator that make Tesla unique and also competitive. So if you look at the Tesla portfolio, Tesla has filed over 3,000 patents globally. And out of the 3,000, they belong to about 986 patent family. Patent family means when you file a patent in one country and you can extend the patents to different country, it is considered one family. So they have 986 invention, and it was extended to different country, and it became about 3,000 patents globally. So this is the patent portfolio of Tesla. And where did Tesla file the patent? Tesla patent are filed mainly in some of their key markets like US, Europe, China, Japan, and South Korea. So these are the top 5 in patent filing. Yeah, if you look at the number of patent filing, 80% of the patents are in these 5 countries. So Tesla also filed most of their patent in these 5 countries: China, Japan, Korea, Europe, and US. And also the technology area. Where does Tesla file their patent? We can see that a huge chunk of Tesla patents are filed in the technological area of energy storage and batteries, right? So it's not surprising, because for many years, electrical vehicle was considered not viable, because people, when you drive an electrical vehicle, you are worried that the battery will run out of power and you will be stuck in the middle of nowhere, right? So in order to deliver a reliable electrical vehicle, you have to ensure that you have a better battery, a battery that can last longer, battery that have a longer shelf life, and also you can charge easily and faster, right? If you can solve that, then maybe you can come up with a viable. And this is the focus of Tesla technology. Okay, the battery, the performance of the battery, and the charging technology. And of course, the other aspect is As I mentioned, Tesla also have a software differentiation angle. So they also found a lot of pattern on the software side. So, if you look at the performance of Tesla car, right, you will see that Tesla has the longest traveling range on a single charge. The three model, the Model S, Model E, and Model X, right? They are leading the pack in the race for a longer traveling electric car. They are the top three. So Tesla has certain technology that enable them to run further without having to recharge the battery. And of course, Tesla also has high performance in that they have a very good pickup rate, a very high acceleration rate. It was able to accelerate from 0 to 60 uh, miles per hour, or almost 100 kilometer per hour in less than 2 seconds, right? This is another technical advantage of Tesla car. So these are the features that we want to look at, right? How do they protect how do they solve and how do they protect the solution? So, I'm not an engineer, I'm a lawyer, but I try to understand, explain to you in layman language, right? The technical solution advanced by Tesla and how they protect those technical solution, those technical differentiator using patent. So this is for the next 15 minutes. I'm going to look at about 10 to 20 patents, and uh, from a very legal and layman perspective, if you want to know more, there is a handbook that you can download and you can study in greater detail. I believe in the room today, there are very technical people, right, who understand the battery technology, who can understand, the automotive technology much better. So if you want to study in greater detail, you can download the handbook and study them. Okay. So we identify 5 key areas, 5 key technical differentiator, and I'm going to zoom into their patterns. First is they have the capability to accelerate from 0 to 100 kilometer in 2 seconds. How do they do that? And what are the patterns protecting this feature? And second is the lithium battery. They have come up with a lithium battery that can run for 1 million miles, right? This is the expiration uh, of Tesla. You don't have to change the battery, right? You can run for 1 million miles. You still have to charge the battery, but you don't have to replace the battery. You can run up to 1 million miles battery. This is an expiration. And what is the technical solution and what is the pattern protecting that? Thirdly, Tesla uh, can deliver a car that can travel up to 600 kilometers on one single charge. How do they do that? What is the technical solution and what's the pattern protecting that feature? I'm going to go into that. And one of the key competitive advantage is Tesla come up with a network of supercharging station that can charge 80% of your battery power in 40 minutes, in less than 40 minutes. So what is the secret? What is the technological solution and how was it patented? And lastly, what are the software to hardware to software? How does uh, Tesla convert vehicle from a hardware product into a software product, and what are the patents that protect those software innovations? So this is my intention for the next 10 minutes. So this is the handbook, right? I have summarized some of the key patents in this handbook, and if you are interested to know more about the technical features, the claim of the patent, you can download this and you can actually read more. But today, my discussion will be on very more on the legal and also the layman perspective. Okay, so these are the 5 technical feature. I'm trying to cover this in the next 10 minutes of the presentation. First, acceleration rate, right? Travel from 0 to 60 in less than 2 seconds. How does Tesla do it? Okay, so for this, right, we find that Tesla is able to have such a good pickup rate for two reasons. The first reason is it comes up with a more powerful battery, and secondly, it has a way to get better traction for the car's tire to grip on the ground, right? To accelerate fast, you also need to grip firmly on the ground. So these are the two reasons why Tesla car can accelerate faster. So first is better battery, a more powerful battery. So the Tesla solution to getting a more powerful battery is to come up with a battery pack with thousands of more lithium battery. Instead of one big battery cell, it comes up with a battery pack, and in this battery pack, it combines together thousands of small battery. So to deliver more power. But when you do this, when you have thousands of small battery working together, you have this thermal problem. Right? You have this thermal runaway problem, and you also have this short circuit problem, right? So in order to have this solution, you have to solve these two problems. So what Tesla did was, to solve the thermal runaway problem, it comes up with a solution where you have a fluid surrounding the battery, and you have a melting point, a bridge. If you look at the figure, the bridge is at 1601, the bridge. So when there is a thermal runaway, the bridge will melt first, right? And it will deliver the fluid to cut off that thermal runaway battery. Okay, this is from a layman perspective, this is how it works, right? So this solution was patented by Tesla to mitigate the thermal runaway. So if you look at the claims, right, if you download the handbook, you will see this claim consists of a combination of elements. So by having this combination, you have a fluid reservoir, fluid conduit, you have a fluid pump, you have a fluid sensor. When the sensor detect any differences in the pressure, it will deliver the fluid, to mitigate the runaway problem. Okay, so this combination patented by Tesla, only Tesla can use it. If other electrical car wants to use it, it is infringing this patent. Okay, so this what is one of the solution to mitigate the thermal runaway. The second one is to prevent the short circuits problem. They introduce a frangible conductor or a fuse which is designed to fatigue and to temperature at a predetermined condition. So if there is any heat, if it's too strong, the heat is too strong, then the fuse will break and it will prevent short circuit. So by having these two solutions, you can have thousands of small cells putting together to deliver more power, but thermal runaway issue and the short circuit issue can be mitigated. Okay. Yeah, this is the patent claim you can download from the handbook. And second, we are talk about the grip, right? So you can better accelerate using the grip. Also, grip is also important. So to solve this, Tesla come up with an all-wheel drive, having a front motor and a back motor, and you have a torque controller to control and to distribute the torque between the front motor and the back motor, and to the front tire and the back tire. So using this, you can better gain traction with the ground. Okay, so these are the two solutions proposed by uh, Tesla to come up with a better acceleration for the car. And this solution was patented by a couple of patents that I have shared with you. Okay, so this is the thought control pattern, right? Thought control pattern, where you have the front motor, back motor, you have the thought controller, you have the speed wheel sensor to intelligently distribute the thought between the front and the back wheel, so that it doesn't get off the ground when you accelerate. Okay. Secondly, we also find that Tesla has another competitive advantage. by one single charge, you can run up to 600 kilometer, right? Charge one time, 600 kilometer. So how do they do it, right? So the solution proposed by Tesla is to come up with a hybrid lithium metal battery. Instead of using the normal lithium battery, they use the hybrid battery. Lithium battery can travel long, but lithium metal battery can have high energy density, meaning it can have more energy storage. So having this hybrid battery is not enough. You need to have a software to control the use of the battery when you drive. So when you are traveling short distance, you use the normal lithium battery. But when you travel a longer distance, then the second lithium metal battery, which has higher energy density, will be activated to power the drive. So using this combination of lithium metal hybrid battery and a software to manage the usage of the battery, you can extend the driving range of a car. This is what I can do to explain in a layman term how you can extend the traveling distance of a single charge. So this is the patent filed by Tesla to own this hybrid battery, right? This hybrid battery with lithium and lithium metal, and this software that distribute uh, the use of the battery. In a normal distance, you use a lithium normal battery. When you go into an extended traveling mode, you use the lithium metal battery to power. By using this combination and using the software to control, you can travel greater range. Okay, this is our analysis of the how they can achieve the second technical feature and how that they patented the solution. The third technical advantage is the lithium battery that can run 1,000,000 miles. A million mile battery is actually an aspiration of Tesla, right? When you run on a Tesla battery, you don't have to change the battery that often because the battery can last for long. So in order to do that, with this 1,000,000 mile battery in mind, what is Tesla's solution to achieve the technical age number three? It goes into the chemistry of the lithium battery. And the scientists there discover that by adding certain additive into the electrolyte, you can extend the longevity of the lithium battery. So this is a chemical patent, right? So this chemical patent, this is the experiment done by using this uh, uh, electrolyte. The lifespan of a battery can be extended. So this electrolyte is patented. This combination of electrolyte with the normal electrolyte with these two additive is patented. So in the future, if any battery maker wants to use this additive in the electrolyte of a battery, of a lithium battery, they have to get permission from Tesla, because this combination that was found to be able to extend the shelf life or the longevity of a battery has been patented. And the fourth solution that Tesla has done is to come up with a battery charger that can charge faster, supercharging capability. So I think when you buy a electrical vehicle, you worry, right? I want to charge my battery for so long, for entire night. Then how? It is not viable. So Tesla came up with this supercharger station that you can charge 80% in 40 minutes. So to do this supercharging capability, what is the technical solution and how did Tesla patented the solution? Tesla scientists found that when you do charging, I'm not a battery scientist, but from the reading of the patent spec, it says that when you have this, you charge your pattern using a multiple stage voltage, right? You don't charge with a flat voltage. You charge with different voltage at different stage of the charging. You can charge a battery faster. Okay, this is what they found, and they patented this charging uh, uh, method or charging system by saying that, okay, you have an adjustable voltage during the first stage charging, what kind of voltage, second stage charging, what kind of voltage, third stage of charging, what kind of voltage. If you use this multiple voltage charging, you can shorten the time of charging. And that was actually patented by Tesla. And not only that, Tesla also found that when you want to charge an electrical car, and if you can do a thermal conditioning of your battery, your car battery, if you can first cool it down, and then after the charging, you remove the heat, then you can make the charging faster. This thermal conditioning was also patented by Tesla in this patent, US patent 9527403, right? You can charge, you can use a thermal conditioning. Your charger will be able, your battery charger will be able to detect the temperature of your car, do thermal conditioning on the battery before they charging so that you can charge faster. First is when you charge according to stages of voltage, and secondly, you do thermal conditioning. And all these solutions contribute to faster charging, and they are actually patented and owned by Tesla. And fifth, but not the least, Tesla is also making a conscious effort to deliver more user experience using software. They are more like a smartphone now. The car is a smartphone, a big smartphone, right? Everything is managed by software. So what are the patterns that they found on this area? I'm going to share a little bit. One is called a smart summon car pattern, right? This was launched in 2020, where you park your car in an underground car park, and you can wait at the lobby of your hotel, and you can use this smart summon software. You know, the smart summon software will be able to detect the location of yourself and your car, and use machine learning using the sensor in your car to gather information about the environment, about the location, and they can find a safe pathway to drive the car to you. This is one of the first self-driving option open to the consumer, and all this is achieved using a combination of software, sensor, AI in the patent. And if you read the claim, right, this combination of step of, you find the location of your car, using a machine learning, using the sensor to pick up the data, using the machine learning to find a safe path to travel from your parking lot to your doorstep, is what has been patented by Tesla. So this is one of the example of a software patent. And there are multiple software patents filed. I just share with you some of it, right? And if you're interested, you can read it up yourself. One of the patents filed in 2019, you can actually measure your car energy level versus the distance that you want to travel. This software is plugged into the EV car, and you can see, okay, I have so much power and I want to travel from A to B, and taking into consideration the driver characteristic. Are you someone who like fast driving, or you are very conservative driver? Look at the real-time traffic, look at the real-time climate condition, and the availability of the charge point. Everything take into consideration. They can tell you travel A to B, so much energy you need, so much power you have, not enough power, you go to a nearby charging station. All this is delivered by software, and this is patented, right? So you are worried that you don't have enough power, but this software solve your concern. They intelligently tell you with the power you have, how long you can travel. If it's not enough time, not enough power, you can go to a nearby charging station. And then Tesla is changing the driving wheel into a one big touch screen, like your smartphone. You can control the speed, you can control your auto piloting function or air conditioning of your car using a touch screen. And this touch screen that we are all familiar with a smartphone is now incorporated into your driving wheel. So this is another attempt by Tesla to convert, a driving, which is, a manual process into a software-driven process like you operating a handphone. And this is patented, protected in the patent 2020-09558. Okay. Another example of a software patent, a software use is your seat will become a smart seat based on the posture, based on the height, you know, the seat will be able to identify whether you are a child or you are an adult. So if you are a child, then airbag will not be used in the event of an accident. If you are adult, because standard airbag is not made for kids, it's made for adults. So when you have this smart system detecting the passenger's profile, you can tell which to use in the case of an accident, right? So this is a vehicle safety sensor working with the machine, working with the software to deliver function to you. And also another example is in the patent 2019-351873 is a very futuristic using laser beam to clean the dust of your window. So your windscreen will be, laid with this debris detection circuitry. So if there's a dust falling on it, you can identify the location of the dust. Then the laser beam will be shot to eradicate those dust, right? So this is also patented. So it's very much a software rather than a mechanical hardware product, right? So this is another way where Tesla was able, to differentiate. And as I mentioned, most of the technical features are in this handbook. You can download the handbook to read more. I've tried my best, to explain to you. Those are the technical solution offered by Tesla and how Tesla was able to protect those technical differentiator and the software differentiator. In the next part of my talk, I'm going to discuss also about this Tesla so-called patent pledge, right? Open patent. In June 2014, Tesla has created some publicity buzz, when it announced that it will not sue competitors for using its patented technology. So this is a patent pledge that was announced by Tesla. And if you read carefully, it says that it will not sue any competitor who in good faith use its technology. So if you read the definition of good faith means if someone do not sue Tesla, right? If anyone who have not asserted or have a financial stake in any assertion of any patent against Tesla or any patent against a third party, if you don't sue someone else, if you don't sue Tesla, I'm not going to sue you. This is the patent pledge made by Tesla, right? It's not a open-ended kind of pledge to say that, okay, I open up my patent for all to use, but it's rather it comes with a good faith condition, right? You must be acting in good faith. So when we read this patent pledge, I think we come up with our view about this patent pledge. I think what Tesla is doing is it's doing something smart here. It's a strategic move by Elon Musk uh, in trying to accelerate the growth of the industry because the electrical car industry is still in its nascent stage, right? When it's new, there are not many users. You want to encourage more people to use it. You want to create network effect, right? When you have a network effect, more people using it, more the industry will grow. At the nascent stage, if you try to sue everyone, then the number of users will not be growing. So in order to grow, you need to open up a little bit, but not entirely, right? It comes with condition to accelerate the growth and to create value, to create future value. Today, I think electrical car only have 1% of the total market share. So it is in the interest of Tesla to expand the pie, the pie of the industry. When more and more people come in and use this technology, okay, what will happen is, there will be more value for those patents, right? And in the long run, I think Tesla will be profitable. Once those technology become an industrial standard, So now every different technology is trying to fight to become a standard. So if you open up, you let people use it with certain condition, so they will become a standard. When become a standard, the pattern will be very, very powerful. So Tesla is in no hurry to extract the value. And thirdly, I think we have to read carefully into the pledge to say that it is there will be no action if it is used in good faith, right? It is not about zero royalty licenses. There's nothing to say that when you use, there will be no royalty. If you use and you don't sue someone and you do not take action against Tesla, then that will be considered good faith. So when I look at the number of patents filed by Tesla, the number of trademark filed by Tesla, I think Tesla is a firm believer in the IP system. Otherwise, they wouldn't have filed so many patents. They filed IP for defensive purposes, right? If they don't own this technology, someone else will own it. They might come back and sue back Tesla. So they need to own the patent for defensive purposes to secure freedom to operate. But it gives a pledge not to sue. If you don't sue me, I won't sue you, right? That is a pledge which is not legally binding. And Tesla is also using the patent to increase the value of the company, right? When you have certain very strong patent, then the value will increase. And you can also do licensing. Yeah, there's nothing to say that Tesla will not charge royalty for the use of the technology. So this is my reading into the patent pledge by Tesla. Okay, and finally, I think we look at the financial of Tesla. Tesla has done extremely well. In 2021, it has recorded a sales of 53 billion US dollar with 936,000 cars sold, and it has made 5.6 billion US dollar, and with a market cap of more exceeding 1 trillion US dollar. So if you look at the market cap of Tesla, it is more than the total market cap of 5 top automaker. You take the market share of Toyota, Volkswagen, Daimler, Mercedes-Daimler, Ford, and General Motors, add them together, their market value is less than that of Tesla. And you can see how revolutionary Tesla has been and how successful Tesla's strategy has been. And also all these successful features, all these competitive features are jealously protected by Tesla using patents, using design, and using trademark. And if you are lucky enough to invest in Tesla in 2010, your investment would have given a 40 times or 4,000% return. So if you compare Tesla's return to other technologies companies like Apple, Netflix, and Amazon, Tesla is still way ahead, right? Not to mention the traditional automotive companies. So with that, I have come to the end of my presentation. I have used up the 1 hour given to me, and I would like to hand the floor back to uh, uh, Jai to conduct the next session. Thank you, everyone, for your time.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Lok. Tesla is a very intriguing topic, and thank you, Mr. Lok, for the very interesting and insightful analysis on Tesla's IP strategy. So we have quite a number of questions. So I think there's a question about from Mr. Calvin Liu. Yep. He's asking for your comments about Tesla's open sourcing their patents, which you have actually addressed just now uh, in some of your slides.
Yeah, yeah. I believe I have addressed the issue about the open sourcing. It's a pledge. It's not open sourcing. It's not a zero royalty. It's not a zero royalty license, right? It is. It comes with a condition, and I think the reason why Tesla is opening up the patent is to create, uh, for a strategic move by Tesla to grow the industry, and the pledge is conditional upon use in good faith, right? So all these put together, you must read the entire thing. If Tesla has, does not believe in patent, why would he file so many patents, right? So it's still a very important asset for Tesla. That's my take on that.
Yeah, I think this also answers Mr. J Rock's question because he agreed that if Elon Musk doesn't believe in patents, he wouldn't be filing so many patents.
Yeah, he files patent for defensive purpose. He wants to own the technology so that no one can own it and take away Tesla freedom to operate. Tesla would want to own the patent to increase the value of the company. It's also something that they can license for royalties.
Yeah, we have a few questions on trademarks too. Mr. Mark Rose asked, why are there multiple instances of the same trademark filed by Tesla?
Yeah, to answer you the question, I think I answer in the next slide, right? The Tesla filed in multiple classes. So I couldn't find a better presentation of the marks they have. So the Tesla are filed in multiple classes. So some, when you see that uh, multiple instances of the same trademark, they are actually filed in different classes.
Yeah, yeah. Mr. C. Chunhua also asked, Tesla's name was registered in the 90s. So does it mean that if someone registers, as in files a trademark application in Malaysia for the mark Tesla this year, Tesla will not be able to sell their cars in Malaysia?
Tesla was, I believe Tesla would have registered their mark in Malaysia, just assuming that they do not, right? So, and they have not used it in Malaysia. The Tesla car has not entered Malaysia. And if someone were to use it first and register first, there is a chance for someone to own it, just like what happened in China. So, as I think Tesla would have filed in Malaysia. I didn't check on that, but I believe for a well-known brand like that, they would have filed in Malaysia.
Mr. John Forster asks, in the case of the Tesla truck and partially registered design elements, does Tesla have to apply for or pay for the use of the other design components like the dotted carriage at the end of it?
To apply or pay for use. No, no, they do not have to. If you don't want to own that carriage at the back, you disclaim it by putting in the dotted line. So when you file a design, you only own the line, the design that you draw in a solid line. So this is what they do, right? Because some of the parts are generic design. For example, the wheel, for example, the carriage. It can be any carriage. So those are the parts that you would like to display using the dotted line. So if you don't want to own it, then you dot it away and you only claim what you protect in solid lines. Do I answer your question?
Yeah. Yeah. Moving on to the next question. Can we patent protect the performance of a car or a battery? So, for example, if the battery can provide a very long range performance, can you protect the range, as in the miles on the charge, and stop others from selling an EV with the same range?
Yeah, I think I have explained that right just now. How was Tesla able uh, to to protect the long range performance? So Tesla achieved it by coming up with a hybrid battery and using a software to distribute the use of the battery during a normal drive and an extended drive. So these two put together is the solution offered by Tesla delivered a longer drive. So that can be protected by a patent or by patents, a different few patents. And if some competitors were to use the same solution, they will be infringing the patents. So I think that is something you can do. You can protect the solution to achieve the end result that you want.
Yeah. So to add on, what you can protect is not the outcome of it, but the solution, how you do it.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have another question from Azima. So do you foresee the patents would be able to create further innovative products in the renewable energy sectors?
the patents will be able to create innovative product. Yeah, of course, I think the intention of having a patent is to encourage more R&D, right? So if you have an R&D, you have the research output, and there's no way for you to own that research output, then there will be no incentive for researcher or for investor to put their monies into research, right? So the patent system is actually a mechanism, a system where you own what you invent and you can reap commercial benefit from the invention that you create because you can own it for a limited period of time and you can charge royalty and you can charge a premium for your product. So I believe patent will be able to encourage more innovation rather than stifling the innovation because if there is no incentive, no one would want to put their money in. Everything I invent, people can easily copy. So where is the incentive for me to put in my money? So this is how the patents work. So if I read your questions carefully, I think you want to ask whether patent will encourage more innovation, right? I think it will because no one will put in their research money if there is no protection. So patent offers that protection for more investment to be put into further R&D.
Yeah, Miss Azima has another question. So, under the Malaysian Industrial Design Act, is it acceptable to include the unclaimed features in the design drawing?
The short answer to that here is yes, you can do that.
Yeah,
Partially,
yeah, all you need to do is just use dotted lines to disclaim those features.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and yeah, like what we explained just now, Mr. Calvin Liu was right. So you can protect the capability of it, as in the outcome of it, but you can protect how you achieve it, the solution of it. Okay, Khaled asks, can we use the copyright as a patent?
No, copyright protects your expression of idea, not the idea itself. Uh, an example of that is, you come up with an idea, you explain your idea in a journal. The way you explain the idea can be protected by copyright. But if someone were to copy your idea and describe it in a different way, there will be no protection for the idea. If you want to own the idea, the combination of the parts that constitute your idea, you need to file a patent. Uh, Copyright and patents protect two different things. One is the idea itself. One is how you describe the idea. Description of the idea is by copyright. The idea itself is by patent. So it's two separate things. You cannot copyright an idea. You only copyright the storytelling part, how you tell story about your idea, the description of your idea. Yeah, I hope it is clear to you.
I think we have answered most of the questions. Yep.
Okay.
Do you still have any further question? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Mr. John asked, can a combination of existing protected design elements combine in a novel way to be patented or copy written?
Is a combination of existing protected element. Yes, you can. You can take element A, which is patented, and element B, patented, put them together and create a new patent. But you need to pay royalty, or you need to get a consent from the owner of the first and the second patent. So your patent is a new combination that you can own. But in order for you to use each element, existing element, you still need to get the consent of the first patented product, right? A patent is a game of combination. If you come up with a new combination, you can own this combination. But if one of the element of combination is already patented, you still have to respect the patent by paying royalty or get the consent of the first patent owner.
So we have another question from Lekan. At what level do you consider valuation of patents?
You would want to value your patent when there is a need for you to, there's a commercial transaction involving your patent. Like for example, if someone wants to acquire a company, or if you want to sell your patent, or if someone wants to license your patent, then you probably wants to do a valuation of your patent to see how much royalty you can charge, how much you can sell for, right? So this is where a need for valuation of your IP would arise.
All right, so yeah, I don't think we have any further questions. Again, if you are interested to read the handbook, you may download it by scanning the QR code over here. And we do provide a free 30-minute consultation. So if you have any questions, feel free to contact us. You may contact us at this number and also at this email address. Again, thank you everyone for your participation. And also thank you, Mr.
Thank you,
Look.
everyone, and I hope that you have learned a little bit about Tesla as a company and its patent strategy. And there will be a series of IP case study coming up. I hope you can join us in the future. Thank you.
Yeah, the next one will be on the 26th of May on the topic of Meta, Facebook Meta. Thank you.